When you look at this, what do you see? Do you see value? Do you see savings? I think it's beautiful. There's always value in watching something beautiful. But I'm not just looking at the bird. I'm looking at the sticks, the leaves. I was looking at this water when I was weed eating. Those rocks, that mud, the water. It's all resources, things that could be used, things of value. These are my fruit trees. I really got to weed eat that hill. They have value. They give me food. They give me beauty. They give the birds a home. Those trees could be a home. That big dead tree right there, I'm going to take it down and I'll surely make something out of it. The one to the right, it's a walnut tree. Come fall, it'll produce walnuts for me to eat. When I find a piece of wood, I look at it differently than a lot of folks, and found this piece of wood when I was trapping. Brought it home, cut it up, and it's sycamore. It's pretty. Got wormholes in it, a little bit of spalting. Boy, we'll make something cool out of that, but make sure it's good and dry first. It's a resource, a renewable one. It's laying around on the ground. To me, it's like a prospector. You just found gold. No, I'm not talking about money. But let me show you how I think. Stick with me. I'm going to show you how I look at things. When I see a dead tree like this right here, you can see the bark coming right off of it. I can make some pretty stuff out of that. I can make a bowl, I can make straight spoons, deer calls, all kinds of stuff. Now you see that dead tree right there? That's pretty steep down in there, so I'm not going to go there, but I'll show you what I mean. I take a dead tree like that down there, and I find a Y in it. See how that curves right there? I see a handle and a ladle. I take a crotch like that right there, I can make a ladle, and it gets the grain just right. So it's good and strong, it won't break. Got to get it dry first. That's why I choose the dead ones, and I don't want to cut live trees very often anyway. But we're going to here in a minute. See how that's got a curve to it? That there's dead enough, it's probably good and dry. I can make a real pretty curved spoon. That's what I see when I look at these things. Everything in here is useful. Everything. Man, never have enough time to get to it all. Now this is up kind of high, but it's maple. It's got a burrow in it. Now I would say because of that hole right there, that tree's never going to live long enough to be, they probably wouldn't use it for timber anyway. I've been thinking about it. I believe we're going to harvest that one and let it dry, and we'll make something interesting out of it down the road. Hopefully, we got to let it dry. Now everything you see here in these pictures, while I'm cutting that burl, I took it from the land, a renewable resource. It didn't come from the store, and I made it into something useful. Or just pretty. There's a resource. There's a useful resource. And I took it all from nature. Birds. This robin built an entire home from natural resources. Raised a family. So do we. We just do it different. Everything has value. Value does not necessarily mean money. It could be just a friend. Cherish that. Now let's get back to that burl. Out of breath. With this being green, I'd normally do this in the wintertime when the sap's down, but I still do it this way. I leave plenty on each end, so as it dries, the cracking will hopefully be out here and not here. Now if I cut that, it'll dry quicker, but I seal the end grain with wax. I've got a lot of it in my shop that way. Got to do it every year, because if you keep taking out of the bank, there ain't nothing left. Everything in the woods. It's crafty, it's money, it's an adventure. Thanks for coming to Al's Outdoors. We love you. Always share your fire.